Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Human Gardeners Veranda Talk. I know if I say there are occasions or situations in life wherein we know the right answer and still we end up giving a wrong answer. Or, in other words, intellectually we know that we are doing something wrong and still we do that wrong thing. I know that most of you will not agree to it, you will deny it. So, let me give some examples. Suppose you are a smoker, and every time he or she decides to smoke, they know that it is not good for health. Whenever they pick up the cigarette packet, it is writ large on the packet that cigarette smoking is very injurious for health. Still, they smoke. Yeah, I can see some of you raising your hands telling that we know it is dangerous, that is why we don't smoke. So let me give another example to you. On a Sunday morning, you went out for a drive in your car or a bike. The roads were empty, and as you reached the traffic signal, it turned red. What you did is that you looked left and right, ensured that there are no other vehicles in the vicinity. Of course, there were no policemen as well, and you just broke the signal and drove away. I will give you another example even. We went out for a dinner, and on the way back we picked up ice creams to eat in the car on the way. And as we were driving towards our home, the ice creams got over and you have the empty ice cream cups in your hand. And when we turned into a lane towards our house, which was kind of deserted, what we did is that we lowered our windows of our car and just threw the ice cream cups onto the road. Or probably you wanted to pick up something from the nearby grocery and you took the bike and went there to collect it without wearing a helmet, knowing very well that not wearing a helmet even for a short distance is not good. I can give you umpteen number of examples. This concept in psychology is called cognitive dissonance, and wherein we have a conflict between our thoughts and our actions. We all have certain beliefs and values in our life, but at the same time, there are situations wherein the belief is not according to our behavior. The behavior is totally different to our belief. There is a conflict. There is a disharmony between the belief and our behavior. So, how do we approach this cognitive dissonance? There are few ways normally we approach this cognitive dissonance, and we all know that human being is very good in justifying ourselves. So take the example of a smoker. The first thing what he will say is that I know it is bad for health, but I don't smoke much. I smoke a few cigarettes in a day. This approach is called modifying. We try to modify it. The second approach is called the trivializing approach, wherein we try to make it less serious. Say for example, we say, yeah, there is no evidence as such that it is smoking which leads to cancer. We try to trivialize the whole issue. The third approach, wherein we try to add on certain things. Say for example, we say that I do a lot of exercise or I eat a lot of healthy food. So smoking a few cigarettes is not going to create much of a problem. And then the fourth approach is completely denying, telling that there is no relationship between smoking and cancer. We try to deny it completely. And the last approach, probably the best, maybe according to me, is to bring in certain changes into your behavior, wherein we accept that there is a dissonance, there is a problem, there is a conflict. So let me try to bring in some basic changes into my life. The reason for choosing this topic today is very specific, because we know we all are going through this pandemic. wherein the experts are asking us to make certain basic behavioral changes. We are asked to wear masks, we are asked to wash our hands regularly, we are asked to keep social distancing from the people when we are going out, or we are even asked to think twice before going out whether it is required or not. Initially it was okay, but then slowly as the days are passing, you could see there is a bit of a cognitive dissonance which is coming in our behavior here. Somewhere we have started justifying, telling that I'm not going out much, or probably there is no scientific theory which proves that washing the hands is helping us, or even wearing a mask is going to prevent the epidemic or pandemic from spreading. So some kind of these thoughts, somewhere we are also thinking that my immune system is very good, I'm doing regular exercise, I'm eating healthy food, so there is no need for me to wear a mask or wash the hands, I can go out frequently. There is even a denial telling that none of these measures are going to help us from preventing ourselves from this pandemic. There are so many theories and philosophies which is coming in, which are all examples of our cognitive dissonance. What I feel is that here again, we need to bring in certain fundamental changes in our behavior, which will definitely help not even us, for everyone, because till the time we get a vaccine to prevent this disease completely, these basic fundamental behavioral changes can help us a lot. So let us not start justifying. And I'm sure immediately after listening to the video, you may start justifying yourself. That is, interestingly, another classic example of cognitive dissonance. Thank you very much. As usual, if you like this video, please subscribe it, share it with your friends and relatives. Until the time we meet again next week, thank you once again.